A brand new Avengers Doomsday theory has hit that reveals that Tony Stark in the MCU, the same Tony Stark we saw in the Iron Man trilogy and the Avengers film, has been Doctor Doom the entire time. That's right, it's a pretty insane theory, so I'm gonna break it down bit by bit, step by step, and show you guys and explain everything to you and why I think that this would be controversial. So we need to get a couple things out of the way because there still seems to be a level of confusion in regards to Robert Downey Jr. and Tony Stark and the Doctor Doom situation. There is, and I get it because Robert Downey Jr. is back and he's playing Doctor Doom, this misconception that he is just back and that Tony Stark is going to become just straight up Doctor Doom. Like, yes, he died, but somehow he stayed alive, and now he's just evil. I don't know why this has become a thing. I don't know why this is a popular theory. I do think that a lot of casuals don't understand the multiverse concept yet just well enough to understand what they're doing. Or I think that maybe they've been misled by something, or they're just trying to rationalize in their own mind how RDJ is back. And the only thing they can think of is, oh, he was good and red, now he comes back evil and green. Okay, I get it, but this is a level of confusion that I think most of us hardcore fans don't have. So what we're going to do next is that a popular theory popped up online that explains why Doctor Doom resembles Tony Stark. And I'm going to read the entire thing to you guys. I'm even going to put up a screen grab of this. And then I'm going to give you my thoughts and breakdown of everything because I think it's pretty interesting. And if it kind of goes like this, it's unique. Let's put it that way. So let's get to why Doctor Doom resembles Tony Stark. Okay, buckle in, put up your jorts, and let's get to it. It says, and I quote, "He who remains created Earth 616, a sacred and controlled timeline to hide the true history of the multiverse. Victor Von Doom was considered too dangerous, so He who remains rewrote him into the 616 timeline. The rewrite turned Doom into Tony Stark, with the same mind altered and a new identity and a life as a hero. Tony Stark always felt like he didn't fit in with his family because his real life had been stolen. Those feelings of not belonging are echoes of Doom's original identity trying to awaken. The time travel Tony used in Endgame was deliberately allowed by He Who Remains. He Who Remains permitted those time travels because he needed a variant of Loki to survive outside his control. The survival of that Loki variant was part of He Who Remains' plans to prepare for future events. The main purpose of He Who Remains was not permanent place, but to prepare for a multiverse war against the Kang variants who betrayed him. When Tony Stark dies, a key piece of He Who Remains' control disappears. With the death of He Who Remains, the barrier containing realities breaks, and all versions of Doom come back into existence. Among those variants, the Doom who fought and lost in the multiverse war regains his memories. Upon recovering his memory, that Doom feels humiliated for having been turned into a puppet of He Who Remains. That humiliation becomes his driving force. Doom doesn't just want revenge. He wants to rebuild the multiverse in his own way. End quote. Okay, so I've seen people talk about this like this is all fact. This is exactly what it is. This is like all true. Now again, this is a theory that I think is really good and really solid. I need to repeat that this is not my theory. I did not come up with this. I'm not taking credit. I'm explaining to you, or I read to you what it is, and now I'm going to explain a little bit more about this, how I think this could work, but also why this could be a dangerous way to handle this whole scenario. So let's get to that. Okay, so this is like a Doctor Doom truth bomb, if you will. It's a lot to take in. So, again, in case you didn't understand it and need this simplified, Tony Stark in the MCU was always Doctor Doom. But He Who Remains wiped out the existence of Doctor Doom in the sacred timeline, and he just made sure that Doctor Doom was Tony Stark. That's it. Because prior to He Who Remains winning the war and rebuilding, just one perfect timeline that he watches over, Doctor Dooms were all over the place and they were more powerful. Now, let's say they take this approach. This automatically ruins Tony Stark. Think about it for a second. Do you want to rewatch the entire multiverse saga leading up to this and then go back and watch the Infinity Saga, knowing that the character we're following is just a Doctor Doom in disguise who is doing these things because he's had his memory altered, and Tony Stark, Iron Man, is not real. He is just Doctor Doom who's had his brain wiped. That, to me, is honestly not a good choice. I think that would, again, I'm not one of those people that says, oh my God, Disney made a new Star Wars, it ruined my childhood. Oh my God, a new Jurassic Park, Universal ruined my childhood. Your childhood is still there. I'm not one of those people. But to me, this ongoing universe that goes like this, changing Tony Stark as a whole to reframe that he was Doctor Doom from another life that got shoved in here, changes the entire dynamic of the MCU and everything we know. And then the question is, well, what happened to Tony Stark? Where is Tony? He had to have been in this universe because there's got to be one of everybody, right? Like, that's how it works. He Who Remains had to have one sacred timeline with everybody before it, branched off and splintered off. So where are they? So then when we get Tony Stark in the MCU played by a new actor after Secret Wars, is that our official new Tony Stark Iron Man? Because then that feels cheap because he's playing second fiddle to an evil Tony Stark who was really Doctor Doom. Or evil Doctor Doom was really a good guy, forced to be good guy, Doctor Doom Tony Stark. This whole theory, to me, does not work. I don't like it. I don't like any aspects of it. I think it would completely ruin Tony Stark's legacy. And to explain all this in the film, I think would honestly cause a lot of people to have a, while I don't hate it, Star Wars The Last Jedi moment. I think that's what it would lead to. What do you guys think? Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will, and if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.